The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer postseason basketball. WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball is brought to you by Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out merealty.com. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. The Comfort Inn and Suites near Route 66, providing you with relaxing accommodations and essential travel amenities you need. The Lincoln DARE program, Dare to Resist Drugs and Violence. The Lincoln Hampton Inn. You'll love all the luxury and amenities the Hampton Inn has to offer, including a delicious full hot breakfast, indoor heated pool, and whirlpool along with competitive rates. James Siddons, a proud supporter and fan of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Blades Hair and Nail Salon, located at 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln, offering salon services for hair, skincare, waxing, nails, lashes, and brows. Go online to bladeshairandnailsalon.com or call 217-732-7213. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road, west of Culver's. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. The Lincoln Memorial Hospital Community Health Collaborative, improving the health of the people and communities it serves through offerings such as the LMH Trailblazers Walking Program on Wednesdays and the 8th Annual LMH Market, opening May 20th. Moriarty Insurance Services, your local, family-owned independent insurance agency for over 50 years. Located at 617 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, contact Kyle or Lindsay about 4% guaranteed interest for 6 years. Phone 217-732-7341. Gator Logistic Materials. Don't waste your time and money dealing with brokers and distributors for your company's packaging and shipping supplies. Chomp through the red tape and buy directly from manufacturers right here in Illinois. Buy from Gator. Reach out at gatorlm.com for more information and a quote. Jim and Barb Cheney, longtime fans of Lady Railer basketball. Tartar Brothers Mechanical at 602 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln and online at tartarbrothers.com. Holmes Farms, growing for the future. Learn more at facebook.com/holmesfarms or call 217-306-4785. The Johnson Family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball for 50 years. Lincoln Heating and Cooling, 1716 Tremont Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-5835. The Lincoln Banking Center, a division of the First National Bank in Tremont, your local bank that strives to build relationships and is trusted with your community's financial needs. Located at 710 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Visit TremontBank.com to learn more about products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Bees Landscaping, for all your outdoor landscaping projects and needs. Located at 1302 State Route 10 East in Lincoln, across from Lincoln Christian University. Call 217-732-4300. Tracy Welch, Mayor, City of Lincoln. LCHS Lady Railer Alumni. Lincoln Lady Railer basketball, a proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer postseason basketball.
Peoria High did. Up in Dixon even a little bit, but I mean, it still was, the game wasn't within reach, you know, so it really wasn't so much situational. They've had to handle adversity with Becca, but that was my biggest concern, was not playing that fourth quarter. And you know, I'll be okay from here on out if we don't have to play the fourth quarter. I might not get too loud if we don't have to play the fourth quarter.
Becca Heitzig probably had her best game against Mahomet Seymour, and they needed it desperately against Mahomet Seymour. I think she had 16 in that game. But yeah, what we saw against Rantoul was kind of a typical Becca Heitzig game, handling the ball, getting rebounds, getting steals, making passes. She only had 8 points, but what we saw was Tori Garrett's have a career-high 17 against Rantoul. Tori played very well on the inside against a Rantoul team.
She did. And Tori, if you've watched Tori over the years, she is money from the free throw line. And I've said that shot is hers. She has perfected it. And I'm knock on wood here, but she very rarely misses from the free throw line area. And you know, Becca, I think I commented in Mahomet, she came down on a 2-on-1 situation, and earlier in the season, before the wrist, she would have made that pass with her left hand to one of our players. She pulled up for the jump shot at Mahomet because she wasn't comfortable making that pass with her left hand yet. Now, against Rantoul, I started to see her use that left hand a little bit more. Defense, you know, she usually would pop things out with that left hand. I think she's still kind of hesitant on the ball hitting it, but I think last game it really started to get a little bit more comfortable for her, and I'm starting to see her pass a little bit more with it. So each game, I think she's building that confidence up.
Champaign comes into this game with a record of 14-16, coached by Pancho Moore. They have a Division I signee in the name of Addie McLeod, who got 32 against Bloomington in their 62-60 win here on Bloomington's home floor on Tuesday night. Coach, Champaign, we faced them earlier, beat them 55-21 at Lincoln. I suspect it's a little bit different Champaign team than what we faced back then. And as I recall, they do have some. Addie McLeod can play.
Yeah.
They've got a girl inside who can play, Nevaeh Essien, and they've got a little bit of quickness to them, which bothered us a little bit against Rantoul.
Yeah, and if you remember, when we first played them at home, they came out in that 2-3 zone, and you and I both were like shocked. The team was actually just zoning us 2-3, and we were able to build a pretty good lead against that 2-3 zone. He made adjustments at halftime, I think, and they ended up putting like a box and one, or we did something different after half, and the McLeod girl hit a couple threes, remember, and they actually had a really good third quarter. So I think we'll see a different defense out of them. Obviously, I think they'll go with what they adjusted to. I'm looking for some sort of junk defense maybe to throw at us first. And so those are some different things that I think we'll see differently out of Central. I think you'll see the same things out of Lincoln, but we've got a lot more girls that are more confident in their shooting probably than we did even earlier in the season.
We've got a number of fine sponsors that have come on board. Thank you very much for coming on board and supporting postseason basketball here on WLCN FM. Let's go ahead and send it back to the WLCN studios for a 2-minute timeout where you can hear from some of our fine sponsors. You're listening to Lady Raider Basketball on WLCN FM 96.3. High School's gym. The Purple Raiders girls team got beat the other night by Champaign, the Lincoln opponent for tonight. As Diana Johnson Hightower, who was a freshman at Lincoln in 72-73, came here all the way from Texas, and she's organized many of the fine sponsors we got. Let's run through some of them. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game. Located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out merealty.com. Joe Ryan, Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. You know, Joe has gotten very creative with his advertising. If you're eating in an establishment in downtown Lincoln, you look out the window and you see a sign that says enjoying your meal. If so, call me. I don't know. I mean, geez. You know,
that is actually good.
When I'm sitting there having a nice dinner, the last thing I want to see is Joe's advertisement. Joe, love you, man, but no. The Comfort Inn and Suites in Lincoln near Route 66, providing you with relaxing accommodations and essential travel amenities you need. The Lincoln DARE program, Dare to Resist Drugs and Violence. The Hampton Inn in Lincoln. You'll love all the luxury and amenities the Hampton Inn has to offer, including a delicious full hot breakfast, indoor heated pool, and whirlpool along with competitive rates. James Siddons, Uncle James, a proud supporter and fan of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball.
I'm looking for Uncle James. He's got to be in attendance here. I'm sure he is.
The Johnson family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball for 50 years, and Grandpa Keith baked us cookies. Boy, those were good the other night, weren't there?
Yes.
Lincoln Heating and Cooling, 1716 Tremont Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-5385. Bees Landscaping for all your outdoor landscaping projects and needs. Located at 1302 State Route 10 East in Lincoln, across from Lincoln Christian University. Call 217-732-4300. Tracy Welch, Mayor, City of Lincoln, and the LCHS Lady Railer alumni, 56 strong, I believe.
Yes.
A proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics, and the Lady Railer alums are all sitting down on the first level. Well, it looks like we are about ready for the national anthem. I'll tell you what, we will go ahead and keep it here, turn the sound up, and hopefully you can hear the national anthem as it's played as both teams line up. Lincoln in their home whites with the green sash across the shoulders. Champaign in their traditional black road uniforms with the numbers in purple, I believe, or maroon trimmed in white. Nice student section comes in from Lincoln wearing NBA jerseys tonight. And now our national anthem. A huge crowd has made their way up Interstate 55 from Lincoln, and it is a sea of Lincoln folks, almost like a home game for the Lincoln Lady Railers.
You know, it is kind of neat. We've got the high school student section, and we've got the Lady Railer alumni student section. So
both teams about ready to be announced. Lincoln starters. Go ahead and give the starters, Coach, if you will, please.
All right. Starting for Champaign Central, we've got number 0 is Amina Robinson. Number 10, L'Oreal Allen. Number 15, Kennedy Ramshaw. Number 30, Addie McLeod. And number 44, Navia Essian. And for your Lincoln Lady Railers. Oh, sorry, might want to turn that down. Already getting a little loud. We got, starting at one guard, number 1, Taryn
Just about ready to tip it off here at Bloomington High School for tonight's regional championship game.
I'm going to have to stand.
Lincoln,
Sorry, Jay.
Lincoln Lady Railers 31-0 against the Champaign Central Lady Maroons with a record of 14-16 and out of the Big 12 Conference. Both teams on the floor. Froby and Essien to tip it up. Lincoln student section rocking. The Lady Railer alums rocking. As we get set to go here in Bloomington. Turn it up at home. Here we go, folks. Tapped up, and it goes to Robinson of Champaign. Out front to Allen. Allen against the 1-2-2. L'Oreal Allen will work it into the left side. Allen back out front to number 15, Ramshaw. Champaign look like they're going to try and spread things out a little bit. Allen,
yeah, we got a charge. Lowered her shoulder. Way to take that, Jenna Bowman.
That is the first foul on L'Oreal Allen.
And like we thought, they are going to be boxing one-ing Chloe. So kind of what we thought would happen.
Heitzig, Froby, cross-court pass. Garrett's 5-footer up and good.
There we go.
Ball stolen on the floor by Froby. Here comes Heitzig the other way. Layup time coming.
Oh,
up
yeah, look at that teamwork.
Give the basket to Taryn Stolzenberg. I was blocked off, but Stolzenberg got the pass from Heitzig, laid it up and in. It's 4-0. And what is the call here? Foul going to be on...
I think they're going to give it to Becca.
Becca Heitzig, her first foul. The team's first. Robinson nearly throws the ball away. Froby, good defense out front. Ramshaw, Essien in the corner. McLeod. She drives against, pushed off on Garrett's. Ramshaw, or excuse me, McLeod.
Yeah.
McLeod, their Division I commit. She's committed to Winthrop. Out front, Robinson. Again, Champaign going to try and spread the 1-2-2 out. They go to McLeod. McLeod against Stolzenberg.
Being very patient. I think they're trying to, yep.
They go inside to Robinson. Robinson throws it up, no good. Ball on the floor. Allen comes out of there with it. Allen drives in.
Good
ball
job by Jenna.
Bunch of bodies on the floor, no call. Here comes Heitzig the other way. Heitzig, Froby, three on the way. No good.
Oh, I thought
Rebound
it went in.
underneath Bowman. Lost it. Garretts pulls it out of there to Stolzenberg. Heitzig, 10-footer in the lane. No, she didn't take it. Bowman corner. Good. A bang, a collision. Tip three. Jenna Bowman.
Tip by Froby.
Froby the steal. Stolzenberg.
Another foul on 10.
Foul going to be on L'Oreal Allen. That is Allen's second foul already. Lincoln to inbound the ball under their basket. They go inside. Up, Bowman missed it, Bunny. Ball on the floor. Ball on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, and it should go Lincoln's way.
Should be our way, yep.
Lincoln will inbound the ball under their own basket again. Stolzenberg gets it into Bowman. Ball knocked out of bounds by Robinson. It'll stay Lincoln basketball with 5:51 to go here in the first. Lady Railers up 7-0.
We got to make sure we're meeting our passes there. We're kind of standing on our heels, waiting for the pass to get to us. Make sure we meet those passes.
Heitzig out front, right wing. Beyond the arc goes Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg drove in the lane, threw it to Bowman, almost thrown away. Jenna chases it down. Jenna goes in the corner. Heitzig, 5-footer baseline going.
Got it.
Make it 9-0. Becca Heitzig with a great drive off the baseline. Popped the 5-footer, got it down.
This is where you say we want to dare teams to play that box and one. The other girls step up.
Braylon Alexander in the game for Champaign. McLeod still in the backcourt. Finally gets it across the timeline. Ball knocked away by Stolzenberg. It'll remain Champaign basketball. McLeod looked like she was signaling for a timeout there for a second. Must be a play. McLeod goes into Alexander. Alexander in the backcourt.
Oh, that was a double dribble.
Now across the timeline, Froby picks her pocket. Here comes Chloe the other way. Froby layup time. Got it. 11-0. 5:06 to go here in the first quarter. Froby tipped it away. Alexander still in the backcourt. Down to McLeod. McLeod's going to have to get it across the timeline in a hurry. She stepped on the sideline.
Oh.
Champaign's in a lot of trouble right now, Coach. They seem to be just disoriented at this point.
I think they're getting a little frustrated, and this is what we thought we'd see. But they're boxing one, and like we talked about, the other girls have gained a lot of confidence. So go ahead and try to throw a boxing one at us, and you're going to see other girls respond. So I think they're kind of.
Heitzig had the ball knocked out of bounds by Amina Robinson. And it'll stay Lincoln basketball. They'll inbound near the Champaign bench. Bowman to inbound. Gets it to Heitzig. Heitzig going to come in the lane. Heitzig, baseline pass to Stolzenberg. Three on the way. Got it. A Collisions Concepts three for Taryn Stolzenberg. And it's 14-0. Alexander cross courts to McLeod. McLeod, they're looking inside for the big girl.
Yes.
Essien can't get it into her. Amina Robinson. Left wing, Braylon Alexander out front.
There's
McLeod.
their shooter.
There's the three. Up and no good. Battle for the rebound. It's off Champaign and out of bounds. 4:21 to go here in the first quarter. Regional championship on the line here at Bloomington. Lincoln 14, Champaign nothing. Pitching a shutout so far. Heitzig. Back out front, Froby. Froby going to drive in the lane. Kick in the corner, Stolzenberg. Out front, Bowman. Good ball movement by the Lady Railers. Heitzig baseline again. Shovel pass, Garrett's. Garrett's ninth move in the lane. Bank it in.
I'm looking for a timeout from Central.
Oh, and tipped away by Stolzenberg on the defense. Here she comes, 2-on-2. Ball kicked away by Kennedy Ramshaw. Out of bounds. It'll be Lincoln basketball. And Champaign wants a timeout. Timeout call. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. One of our fine sponsors is Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call Brad at 217-314-9654. Where Lloyd goes, Blades Hair and Nail Salon, located at 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln.
Just ask for the Lloyd cut.
Right, ask for the Lloyd service.
That is what's trending in Lincoln now, the Lloyd cut.
Offering salon services for hair, skincare, waxing, nails, lashes, and brows. Go online to bladeshairandnailsalon.com or call 217-732-7213. Collision Concepts located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road, west of Culver's. Call them at 217-735-2100 or go to collisionconceptsincorporated.com. They sponsor each and every three-pointer made by the Lady Railers. Lincoln Memorial Hospital Community Health Collaborative, improving the health of the people and communities it serves through offerings such as the LMH Trailblazers Walking Program on Wednesdays and the 8th Annual LMH Market opening May 20th.
And we talked a little bit about coming out focused. I think they came out focused this game, so.
They go inbounds, baseline, Froby three, up, no good. Battle for the rebound. Essien knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay Lincoln basketball.
Let's see now if they've adjusted their defense a little bit, if they're going to stay in that full denial of Froby. And
looking to inbounds. They go inbounds. Bowman, layup, good. Good cut by Jenna Bowman. A great pass and laid it up and in. They're so focused on Chloe, I'm not sure they know the other girls are out there at times. 18-0 the Lincoln lead. McLeod going to drive it in the lane, running one-hander. Back of the iron, no good.
Oh, they're going to get Becca.
I think Becca's going to get called for a foul.
I'm not sure about that one. They both were just going up for the rebound on that.
That's not right. Becca weighs, about 80 pounds, soaking wet. She couldn't knock anybody aside. There's no way.
Yeah, I would say that's kind of a weak foul there.
Becca going to come out of the game. Piper Whiteman going to come in, and we saw her dad sitting in the stands watching happily.
Yeah, well, it's her mom's 50th birthday today. So
you shouldn't have said that. I didn't say it.
Oh,
Mrs. W. I did not say that.
We want a 5.
They go into Essien. Essien down the lane. Layup time coming. Nope.
Outlet and go.
Whiteman to Garrett's to Bowman. Tori wasn't ready for that.
Nope.
Fortunately, it bounced in the right direction. Froby out front against the defense. Froby to Whiteman. She was going to pop the three. She's going to drive baseline. Great pass to Garrett's, up and good.
Nice, great teamwork there, girls.
Tremendous ball movement against the Champaign defense. And here comes Champaign in a hurry.
Who are they going to get now? Taryn?
Stolzenberg fouled Jalea Jones into the basketball game for Champaign as Pancho Moore looking for a combination that works. Alexa Perestran, number 1 in the basketball game, as Ramshaw drives against Bowman baseline, goes for the layup, no good, rebound, batted out of bounds, and it's going to go Lincoln basketball. Tori Garretts with excellent position under the bucket.
Yes, and she had her on her back and it did a nice job. I think she must have came around and tipped it out. So, but they've been so focused on Chloe that these girls are just passing and.
If you just joined us, it's 20-0. Pass from Whiteman to Froby. Back of the iron, no good. Rebound, Bowman. Ball batted away. And Stolzenberg takes it away from Perestran. Oh, ball batted away by Essien out at half court. They are paying a lot of attention to Chloe Froby.
And the other girls are just letting them pass. And
you know, Coach, I've seen this strategy before, and I've never really seen it work. You know, defense is 5-on-5, not 5 on, not trying to stop just one person. Froby, free throw line, good. Chloe Froby, nice little move in the lane. Right in the circle at the free throw line. Shot it in. It's 22-0. 2:09 to go.
Oh, we got to get back.
Champaign beats the Lincoln defense back. Essien had to kick it back out to McLeod. McLeod drives in the lane. Nice little move up and under. Didn't get it off the back of the iron. Rebound. Ramshaw knocks it home, and that breaks the ice for Champaign.
We got to make sure we are getting in position on that weak side again.
Froby against the Champaign pressure to Whiteman. Whiteman, Froby, 3 on the way. Coming up and goal! Collision Concepts 3. Chloe Froby, a good look from Piper Whiteman. It's 25-2.
Cut it off, Jenna. They're trying. We got him going down the sideline.
Amina Robinson is tied up, and on the jump ball.
Oh, they're going to give them the timeout.
Oh, and as much as I hate to say it, Coach, the timeout wasn't necessary.
I know.
They had the possession arrow.
You are correct. But we'll be okay with them wasting one.
That is 2 timeouts I think Pancho Moore has used so far, and both of them 30s.
Yes.
That means he's down to what?
He's got 3 left.
3 left. 3
right?
timeouts left. I think that is the case.
Yeah, no, they don't have it on the board here, but yeah, they get 3 full, 2:30.
So we are going to remind you of some other of our fine sponsors. Moriarty Insurance Services, your local family-owned and independent insurance agency for over 50 years. Located at 617 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Contact Kyle or Lindsay about 4% guaranteed interest for 6 years. Phone 217-732-7341. Jim and Barb Cheney, longtime fans of Lady Railer basketball.
Okay, can I just say something about that?
Go ahead.
Jim and Barb was actually Chloe and Ryan Fruget, who sits on the bench, their babysitter when they're babies. So they've been longtime supporters. So
Carrie knows everybody in Lincoln. Trust me, folks. Amina Robinson, 15-footer. Oh, a wild shot. Essien grabs the board. Ball on the floor. McLeod comes up with a 3-point line. Doesn't get the 3. Battle for the rebound underneath the basket. Ramshaw muscled Garrett's underneath the basket and got the rebound up and in. 25-4, the Lincoln lead. Stolzenberg in the corner. Taryn looking for somebody. Oh, tried to throw it in the Garretts, I think, and the ball thrown away and out of bounds. 58 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Mia Clark going to come in the basketball game for Lincoln. Taryn Stolzenberg going to take a seat.
All right, we need to get a stop here, maybe one more score before the end of this first quarter.
Amina Robinson
They're
in the
really
backcourt.
trying to take that sideline.
Robinson throws it away to Alexander. She nearly loses it. Oh, almost threw it out of bounds. Ball is kicked out of bounds by Piper Whiteman. It'll stay Champaign ball and be out underneath their own basket. Again, if you just joined us on WLCN or on the YouTube channel, the score is 25-4, Lady Railers. 49 seconds to go in the quarter.
Here's that lob.
McLeod out front against Froby. Essien just plowed into Froby, going in the lane, throws the shot up, and a foul.
See, now I don't like those. That's a bailout call. She wasn't even really focused looking at the basket. She just threw it up there.
Tori Garretts, that is her first foul, the 4th on Lincoln. Nevaeh Essien, first shot up, and soft rim, didn't give it. I talked with some of our alums. They said the game with Bloomington and Champaign got a little rough, and these girls, the Champaign girls, do play a little physical. Essien missed them both, but Ramshaw comes out with the rebound, throws it up, and I think Garretts is going to get nailed for another foul. Maybe it may be on Whiteman. Let's see. Nope, Garrett's.
Is it on Tori?
Yep.
All right, so we've got Tori Garrett's with 2 and Becca Heitzig with 2. Again, we've got to really focus on getting our butts into them, first step back, getting that displacement call. We got to force them to make that displacement call. Right now we're just jumping. We're not really stepping back into them. So
Ramshaw misses the first of 2 free throws. Got the second one, 25-5, the Lincoln lead. 40 seconds to go. Froby quickly up the floor against Alexander. Bumped by Alexander, kick back Whiteman. Whiteman in the lane, kick out Stolzenberg. 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, Froby under the bucket. Up, threw it up, no good. And a foul on Champaign. One thing I have noticed, Chloe has a nose for the ball, if that's what they call it anymore. First free throw up and good.
Well, you know, we talk a lot about rebounding is not always about size. It's about heart and smarts. And you got to know that when the shots come from the right, get yourself to the weak side. More than likely, that's where those are going to be. And then not always go that way.
Drained them both. Ramshaw down the lane, and the lane opened up. Nobody stepped in front of her.
Nobody did.
27-7, the Lincoln lead. And again, Champaign goes into this defense where they're guarding Chloe 84 feet from the basket. Whiteman going to drive in the lane. Threw it to Bowman. Bad pass, and it goes out of bounds.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think Piper wishes she could have that pass back. She just kind of nailed it at her ankles. And
5 seconds to go in a quarter. Lincoln up 27-7. Amina Robinson quickly up the floor. 50-footer at the gun. No!
And we can thank our sixth man, our student section there, as they started counting down 3, 2, 1 before it was even that. And so she hurriedly threw that shot up. At
the end of one quarter, it is Lincoln 27 and Bloomington 7. We're going to send it back to the studio for a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Have you ever seen somebody treated unfairly because of the color of their skin?
Do you guys know what it means to have white privilege?
What is racism and what do you think about it?
Talk to young children about what racism is, giving them the language to understand it. They can be disruptors. They can shape and shift culture.
We may not always know the answer, but we'll try and help you learn.
You don't have to have all the answers, but that doesn't mean we can't start.
Back here at Bloomington High School, we start the second quarter. Champaign has the basketball. Lincoln up 27-7. Alexander drove right into Whiteman, and they're going to nail Whiteman for a blocking foul. Wow.
At some point when they're out of control like that, we talked about this watching them the other night. This is kind of what the Bloomington High game looked like, and they let them play that way. And
Braylon Alexander just plowed right into Piper Whiteman. Here she goes again. She runs right into Whiteman again and lays it up and in. Well, at some point, the Lincoln girls are either going to have to match the physicality or the officials are going to have to start calling the game. Heitzig out front, back in the basketball game. Becca, handoff Froby.
Go hard down the middle, Chloe.
Froby down the lane, left-handed layup.
And then they don't call a foul on that.
Blocked it, and Froby, it went off her last, and it will be Champaign basketball. Alexander into the front court. And knocked away. Bowman comes out of there with it. Here comes Froby. Froby back to Whiteman. 15-footer up and no good. Rebound Heitzig. Heitzig Whiteman. Whiteman again with the shot. Up, no good. Rebound to McLeod. Here comes Champaign the other way. 2 good looks at the bucket. Neither one converted. 27-9, the Lincoln lead. Robinson. Robinson going to drive in the lane, throws up, nice little scoop shot, doesn't get it.
Good board by Bowman.
Here comes Frobe the other way. Again, the tempo seems to be in Champaign's favor, not Lincoln's at this point. Frobe around the screen looking for somebody. Kicks back to Whiteman. Whiteman corner Heitzig. Becca drives in the lane. Little spin around. Essien all over her to Whiteman. Whiteman. Frobe.
There's a lot of...
Frobe in the corner. Heitzig. 15-footer up. No good.
Piper
McLeod
needs to be there. Piper was under the basket and not really in a rebounding position. And so those are something we've got to talk about at halftime. So far, our rebounding position has not been there. She got to travel.
McLeod called for the travel, and there was a lot of contact between her and Bowman. Honestly, that could have gone either way, but the official called the traveling foul. Heitzig across the timeline into the front court, falls down, hangs onto the basketball. A timeout taken by Taylor Rohr. So Taylor burns a 30-second timeout. We will keep it right here.
I think we were going to run that backdoor play, and Becca fell on that spin move of hers. So good call by Coach to get the timeout instead of a turnover, because I think they would have been off for a layup.
Gator Logistics Materials. Don't waste your time and money dealing with brokers and distributors for your company's packaging and shipping supplies. Chomp through the red tape and buy directly from manufacturers right here in Illinois. Buy from Gator. Reach out at GatorLM.com for more information and a quote. Tarter Brothers Mechanical, 602 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln, and online at tarterbrothers.com. Holmes Farms, growing for the future. Learn more at facebook.com/Holmes Farms or call 217-306-4785. And we're pleased to announce Lily Holmes is back in uniform tonight as Lincoln inbounds the basketball. Champaign really ramping up their defense here. A lot of bumping, beating, and banging going on.
They're holding her.
Frobe to Whiteman. Whiteman in the lane. Ball blocked away.
It is getting as tight as they were calling it at the beginning. They are letting them.
McLeod throws up a wild shot. Heitzig with the rebound. Ahead of the pack to Whiteman. Whiteman layup time coming. Got it. That breaks the drought. Lincoln up 29-9. 5:54 to go here in the half.
Yeah, we need to start controlling the tempo here a little bit.
Ramshaw traveled with the basketball, no call. Frobe steals it away. Here comes Chloe ahead of the pack. Layup time for Chloe, up and didn't get it. Gets her own board up and good, and a foul.
I think she anticipated a little bit of foul there from McLeod, and it didn't happen. And
Addie McLeod draws the foul. That'll be that is 16 fouls now on the scoreboard against Champaign. So both teams in the bonus the rest of the half. L'Oreal Allen comes in the basketball game for Champaign. Alexa Peristrand comes in the basketball game for Champaign. Frobe shot up and good. Nails the and one, and it's 32-9 the Lincoln lead. Give Chloe Frobe 11 on the scoreboard.
That's a travel.
Ramshaw goes in against Clark. Layup time. Up and no good. Mia batted away. Stolzenberg got pushed in the back, knocked out of bounds. Oh, no. No. I'm sorry. I thought Peristrand hit it out.
I think she did, but we'll get it back. There we go. Balls don't lie, right?
Ball overthrown to Essien, and Lincoln comes back with it. Here comes Heitzig, 10-footer on the way. Rolled it. No! Almost rolled it home. Essien comes out of there with it.
And I think this is where we talked about we're taking shots too fast. We're getting into track meet. Good steal by Terrence Stolzenberg.
Stolzenberg to steal. Ball on the floor. Lincoln comes out of there with it. Quickly ahead to Heitzig. Stop and pop. 10-footer. No good. Ball batted out of bounds, and it's Lincoln basketball.
Again, we're taking shots. We don't have anybody in there to rebound. We're taking them too fast, and we're getting into this track meet like this Champaign Central wants us to get into. So we need to control the tempo.
Lincoln trying to get it inbounds. They get it inbounds to Bowman. She's looking for somebody. Double team. Ball, and she's knocked to the floor. No call. Heitzig again. Another 10-footer.
There we go.
Becca nails a 10-footer at
right
34-9.
Cut it off. Get that,
34-9. Becca nearly stole the basketball.
She doesn't want to with that left hand.
Still in the backcourt. Still in the backcourt. Peristrand ahead to Alexander. They throw it underneath Essien, and Bowman steals it away. Here comes Heitzig on the run. Becca to Frobe. Frobe, nice fake in the lane. 10-footer.
Yeah,
got it.
She got it.
And the foul. Foul is on L'Oreal Allen. That will be her third. Abby Boland comes in the game for Champaign. Jalea Jones comes in the basketball game for Champaign. Chloe Froby with 14. And again, and they've corrected the scoreboard. There's only 5 fouls now on Champaign.
I was wondering if I had messed up, but
no, I thought maybe we were wrong, but we weren't. Froby misses the free throw. 36-9, the Lincoln lead. Jalea Jones drives down the lane. Nice move down the lane. Froby gets the rebound. Froby quickly ahead to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg now stops, gets it to Froby. Froby, Mia Clark. Nice move by Mia Clark. Goes down the lane. Bowman. Froby, 3 on the way. Here we go. Yeah, no, rounded out. Ball batted out of bounds.
Lincoln ball.
Should be Lincoln basketball, and it is.
Okay. We might have to help him. I thought we might have to help him with that call, Jay. We got a good eye view up here.
4:06 to go here in the half. Lincoln to inbounds. Mia Clark, 3 on the way. Up and Rainbow 3, no good. Rebound on the baseline. Bowman comes out of there with it. Good position by Jenna Bowman. Froby back to Bowman. Another 3 coming at you. Here we go. No. Rebound. Becca got knocked to the floor. No call. And Addie McLeod comes out of there with it.
Again, we just need to. Oh, that was a double dribble. We need to settle down. Get our great shots that you were talking about earlier, Jay, and play our game.
Boland goes inside Essien. Nice
job by
defense
Mia.
by Clark. Ball batted around on the floor. Essien pushing all over the way to go. Bulls her way inside over Bowman and gets the layup. Froby in the backcourt against Jalea Jones. Chloe Froby's going to know she's been in a basketball game tonight, the way they're playing defense on her. Very physical. Froby down the lane, 5-footer up.
Got it.
And Chloe Froby has kind of taken this one over right now. Foul on Nevaeh Essien, number 44. That'll be her second. If the scoreboard's right, and I can't guarantee that it is, that will put Lincoln into the bonus as Kennedy Ramshaw is going to come in. Poncho Moore's got to get his center out of the game. Chloe Froby right now with 16. Make it 17, and I'm not sure the scoreboard's correct on that.
Turn around, Mia.
Amina Robinson Clark lost McLeod, and McLeod got behind the defense, lays it up and in. Bowman to Heitzig. Need better passes, girls.
Yeah, we're it's like a track meet for us.
Heitzig to Clark. Clark goes in the lane, had the shot blocked. It was blocked. Here comes Ramshaw the other way. 2:53 to go. Ramshaw traveled going down the lane. Nope. Rebound Froby. Froby quickly up the floor, throws it ahead to Heitzig. Becca, stop, pop, up, good.
She got it. That's that. Froby to Heitzig. Chloe knows Becca, nobody's going to catch Becca. She is a track star.
Clark stepped in there. Good defense by Mia Clark.
She was out of bounds, yes.
Jalea Jones stepped on the sideline trying to get the ball back. Didn't get it. Piper Whiteman in the basketball game for Mia Clark. Those are some good minutes for Mia Clark.
They were, yep. Get Piper a good breather. Tori Garrett's, we've been able to save her with her 2 fouls.
2:36 to go. Bowman into Froby. And Chloe will slow things down just a little bit. Chloe going to drive in. Stop back. Shot up. No good. Rebound on the floor. Bowman. Stolzenberg. Whiteman going to go down the lane. Pass to Froby. Froby up. Got it. Rolled it home.
Good
Could have had
ball
another
reversal.
and one.
That was a great ball reversal by the Lincoln Lady Railers.
McLeod still in the backcourt. Ramshaw.
Yeah, there we
by
go.
Stolzenberg. Good defense anticipation on the pass. Whiteman to Froby.
There we go. Good decision, Chloe.
2:06 to go here in the half. Lincoln up 30, 43-13. Heitzig. Heitzig going to drive it in the lane. Kick out Stolzenberg. 3. No. Rebound. Froby gets it. Froby in the lane. Running one-hander. Banks it up. No good. Too hard. Ball on the floor. Knocked out of bounds. I can't see which direction they sent it. Looks like a Champaign ball.
It rolled right off number 11, but I guess
Mia Clark back in the basketball game. Going to get Becca Heitzig out with 2 fouls. Give her a little bit of a breather. 1:50 to go here in the half. Lincoln up 43-13.
cut it off. This is what they're trying to do. Come up the sideline. and forcing us to actually get in front of the ball. And I think that's where Heitzig picked up her 2 fouls. So we're doing a much better job leading them down the side, and then our post coming up and oh, Mia.
McLeod shot it out of the corner. She can shoot it. And Addie McLeod, the Winthrop signee, hits the three-pointer. It's 43-16. Bowman, Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg drives into the lane to Mia Clark. Mia, Whiteman. Whiteman, top of the key. 3. No, back of the iron. Rebound. Abby Bolin. And Abby Bolin pushed and stolen by Froby. And Froby went up for the layup, and Bolin just hacked her. Well, if you're going to give up, if you're going to stop the shot, don't let them make it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure that's what we wanted to take with a minute 16. I don't know if we wanted a 3. I think we're letting them dictate the speed of this game, and it's almost a 30-point game, but oh my goodness.
Back of the iron, and it drops straight in. Wow.
That's what you call shooter's touch, right?
Hey, Lily Holmes in a basketball game. Mia Clark going to the sideline. Minute 16 to go. Lincoln up 44-16. Chloe's second one up and good. That one didn't hit any rim. 45-16. Ramshaw in the backcourt. Now she gets across the timeline. Somebody needs to step in and stop her, and nobody did.
Rebound.
But she missed the shot, and Holmes comes out, or Froby comes out with a rebound. Froby to Bowman. Minute 3 to go. Back to Froby. Froby, Bowman, 3 out of the corner, no good. Rebound, Froby. Froby got fouled. No, they're going to call a jump ball. She's in the air.
I'm not sure I know what that.
And the out official must have heard me, because he's looking up here laughing at me. Froby was in the air.
Well, what are they calling now? He switched the.
Well, apparently they can't run the scoreboard or the possession arrow. Oh, and ball nearly out of bounds there as Ramshaw and Whiteman fight for the basketball, and we've got another jump ball call.
Now that should go back to us. Now if they say it's not ours.
But the play before, I don't know how you call a jump ball when Froby's in the air.
Now Tori Garrett's back in with 2 fouls with 44 seconds left. I guess maybe gonna hold for one shot. Hopefully, I don't know.
We haven't been patient so far. Whiteman looking for somebody, looking, gets it to Stolzenberg. Champaign really ramping up their defense. Stolzenberg drives in, handoff Bowman. 30 seconds to go. Bowman knocked to the floor, gets it to Froby. Froby.
They're using their hands all over her.
Nice little spin move to Whiteman. 3 on the way. Got it. Collision Concepts 3 for Piper Whiteman. It's 48-16. And Kirk Whiteman's loving that one from his kid.
Get that, Tori.
Tori steals the pass. Here we go in a hurry to Froby. 9, 8, 7. Froby lays it up, got fouled.
I'm not sure the under guy. Yeah, he did call it. Who are they going to call it on, though?
Chloe Froby. Foul was on,
number 1.
Alexa Parastrand, her first.
Oh, Chloe.
Froby misses the free throw. 48-16, the Lincoln lead. .2 on the clock. Froby's second one got it. 49-16, the Lincoln lead. The Lincoln lead is 33. Robinson travels
there we go.
So with 4 seconds to go, Lincoln's going to get the basketball in their own front court at about the hash mark. Well, actually, between the hash mark and where the hash mark used to be, and
they're going to put 2 on Chloe.
They get it into Chloe. Chloe double teamed in the backcourt. Goes to Whiteman. Ball batted away. Whiteman couldn't get a shot off. And at the end of the half, it's Lincoln 49 and Champaign Central 16. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout and come back with the halftime show and scoring. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN FM 96.3. Jay Harden and Carrie Frobe back here at Robert Frank Athletic Complex here at Bloomington High School, where Lincoln leads 49-16. And Bart, go ahead and sit down. Carrie can stand.
I'm good.
Yeah, she can stand. Go ahead and sit down. I'm joined by.
Kicks me out.
I'm joined by one of the Lady Railer alums and a Lady Railer legend in Barb Verderber. You are a legend. Don't deny it. So. You played on the team that finished second in state.
Yes.
And then Jan and I have talked. I thought the team your senior year was better than your junior year. Did you think that?
Well, that's what Jan keeps saying too. We just didn't lose. I remember never losing a game and just having a great time and just flowing very nicely. But I did the same thing with the previous team, although we lost a few. But it was all good to me.
You had some games where you had not only double-figure points. You were probably one of the first players to get a double-double, because I remember games where you'd have 20 points and 20 rebounds. How did you come about that rebounding ability? That had to be from playing with your brothers up at Rebel Memorial Court at 429 North Sangamon.
I'm thinking so. I mean, you just had to get in there, and my elbows might have been a little sharp, and I wasn't afraid to use them.
You apparently passed on some of your basketball talent to both your boys. Both your boys played varsity basketball at Lincoln High School.
Well, we played warrior ball at 429, and they were champions at warrior ball too. They liked playing that. So they learned a lot at 429 as well.
So what this team is doing right now is nothing short, in my mind, of incredible. They're undefeated so far, and they've destroyed a lot of teams along the way. I mean, just absolutely blown them out. In your senior year, when you girls won 23 games in a row before you got beat at the sectional final, wasn't it? When you got beat that year, was it the sectional final you got beat?
Yeah, I believe so. Mm-hmm.
You guys won 23 in a row. You didn't play as many games back then, but were you blowing teams out before that like these girls are here?
You know, I had to go back and look in the Lincolnite at some of the scores, and there was quite a difference in the scores. Not all of them, but quite a few of them were.
Does watching this team bring back a lot of memories of your years at Lincoln High School playing ball?
Yeah, and we ran a lot, and we pressed a lot, and I love seeing Chloe looking up to find Becca for the fast break. I love when they pass into Tori, and she's doing tremendous. I'm just loving seeing how she's grown and doing so well inside, and she reminds me of me when she just turns and shoots like from 8 to 15 out. I just love seeing Tori do that.
Well, I don't know if you know, but Barb was all their teacher. But she was their teacher, and before they left, she told them, she was like, "I want you to break our records." And she was their big supporter. Back in junior high, she was cheering them on.
So it makes it double exciting because I had all these girls in school except for Stolzenberg, but like I was saying, I know her grandma, and the whole Stolzenberg family is legend in their own, right? So it's great.
How's it been to get you? A lot of the Lady Railer alums are here tonight. You've probably gotten together with people maybe you haven't seen in a long time. How's it been for you all to get back together?
I love it, and Jan and I live in the same town. We don't always see each other. Sometimes we were playing cards or pickleball, and now we're just busy, and it's just so great to be back in contact with Jan and Sharon. We had fun doing the interview, and then seeing Stacy and meeting some of the alumni that I never knew. So it's great.
There are a lot of. I was thinking about that this week. There are a lot of people that may have. That are younger than we are, obviously, that didn't know about your accomplishments back then. And what I think is what you accomplished in that program in such a short time. In 72, 73, that was the first year for the program. And it ran for a couple of years. They did okay. But then you started to play more games and have a postseason. And for whatever reason, the girls you had were very talented. They clicked. And Coach Foltz clicked with that group of girls.
Exactly.
You won, three or four Big 12 titles in a row. Ended up second in state. Won a couple of regional championships. Just had a very, very good basketball program at that point in time.
And we were very fortunate that the other girls had to fight for that, and we came in, and of course we had the talent, and then Coach Foltz fought some more for our rights and getting what we needed. But we had a great booster club. I was telling Jan, we ate so good. We had lobster, steak, and I think Don's brother had a place, a Dairy Queen Brazier in Springfield. I never ate so good in my life. It was awesome. They treated us so well, and Coach Foltz's mom, Shug, and his sister, and then parents were great, and then even the aunts and uncles and family members are backing at first, you know. They were all coming and supporting us, and it was like a nice big family.
Well, Barb, we want to thank you for coming up and joining us on it. Thanks for coming up and being my guest. I appreciate it, sweetheart. Barb Gerber comes up.
Thank you for asking.
My guest on the halftime show. Thanks, Barb. Well, we're going to turn it over here to Coach Froby.
Yeah.
And ask her to give scoring here at halftime for both teams.
I will do my best. Let's see. All right. We'll start with Champaign Central. Kennedy Ramshaw has 7. Braylon Alexander 2. Navia Essian 2. And Addie McLeod 5. And for your Lincoln Lady Railers, we have Piper Whiteman with 7, Taryn Stolzenberg with 5, Tori Garretts with 6, Jenna Bowman with 5, Becca Heitzig with 6, and leading your Lady Railers, Chloe Froby with 21. And on top of that, the Lady Railers have made 1, 2, 3, I think 3 threes, 4. We've got 4. They've had 4 3-pointers in the first half.
So, Coach, let's talk a little bit about this. There were times during the second quarter, both you and I were wishing that the girls had been a little more patient on offense and taken some better shots. There was great ball movement. We saw it in the first quarter where we saw people get open, good passes, good ball movement. In the second quarter, a little bit more of a struggle. Credit Champaign with some of it being playing defense and being physical.
Yeah.
But when they're gambling like that on defense, there's got to be somebody open. There has to be, and you've got to make the cuts, get the great shot, make them pay the price for playing that defense.
Yeah.
And I don't think we were very patient in the first.
I don't either.
Quarter.
And even using ball fakes. If you're noticing they're jumping at the ball, they're jumping in those passing lanes. Use your ball fakes. Use your jab steps. Use your V cuts. Use some different cuts to get open. And like you said, like we saw in that first couple minutes, we had some really good ball movement. And we had some glimpses of it again, but we were letting Champaign dictate the speed of the game. And so
now
here we go.
The question is, do you slow it down somewhat here in the third quarter and work for those great shots? Because now the clock is Champaign's enemy.
Right.
If you can keep this at a 30-point lead, it's a running clock in the fourth quarter. And it's got to be impossible to come back from a 30-point deficit with that running fourth quarter clock.
Most definitely. I would definitely work on our offense. Not get complacent and not try to stay aggressive, but just work the ball a little bit more. You know. Still transition, but if we have an open transition, but don't get in a track meet.
Champaign with the basketball to start the third quarter. Allen out front to Ramshaw, to McLeod, and Taryn Stolzenberg doing a pretty good job of keeping an eye on Addie McLeod, not letting her get loose for any more
She is.
threes.
She's been doing a nice job out there.
Froby strips her the basketball out front. Chloe going to go for the layup. Fake up, no, up and good. Didn't think she was going to put that one in for a second one.
Well, I think she was anticipating her coming, and she didn't. She just kind of let her go.
Ahead to McLeod. McLeod to Robinson. Robinson going to go right down the lane, runs into 2 Lincoln players, throws it up and in.
And it goes high off that backboard and in. We can't let that happen.
Froby into the front court against Robinson. Robinson. Heitzig now with the basketball. Bowman swatted away by Ramshaw.
That's not really Jenna's game. She doesn't feel comfortable doing that.
Pass ahead and out of bounds, and I think Essian hit it last.
Yes. We'll help him with that call.
51-18, the Lincoln lead. 6:49 to go here in the third quarter. Amina Robinson now going to pick up Chloe Froby. Not quite as hanging on her as others have been. Froby. Step back shot, 2-pointer. Looks like it might have been partially blocked. Ball rebound, Bowman.
Rebound by
tied
Jenna.
Up by Robinson. Gets it to Heitzig. Up and good.
Nice job by Becca. Nice job by Jenna Bowman keeping that ball alive and hanging on to it.
I'll tell you what, Jenna really fought hard for that basketball.
Did.
Stolzenberg steals it to Froby. Froby hacked from behind and no call.
No call. Oh, goodness gracious. I think they thought it was I think her own coach thought it was a foul.
I think so, too.
I'm pretty sure he thinks that they called a foul on her because it was.
Froby, right baseline. Beyond the three-point arc, gets it to Heitzig. Heitzig drives in the lane against Essian, against the bigger player, throws it back out Froby. Alexander back in the basketball game. She has played, I think, the most physical defense on Chloe. Chloe tries to muscle up on her, gets it to Bowman. Bowman going to drive in the lane. Bowman kick out Stolzenberg at her feet. Bad pass. Taryn fortunately slows it back down, gets it out front. Heitzig. And now the Lincoln girls working a little bit of clock, working a little bit of offense. Hand off to Stolzenberg. Down the lane. Good pass to Garrett. Garrett's travel with the basketball. She did.
Yep, she did. See, we admit when we do things wrong, but you know.
But, Coach, it was nice to see the girls worked offense.
We did. We moved the ball a little bit. A good probably 30, 45 seconds. So.
And got really what would have been, I thought, a great shot. Tori just traveled the basketball.
Yep, we got to get there in the middle.
Robinson, Alexander ahead to McLeod. McLeod throws it to Essien. Essien under the basket. 5-foot turnaround, no good.
Good job by Jenna Bowman.
With the basketball. Bowman to Heitzig. Heitzig's got some numbers. Up the floor quickly.
That was a good decision by Taryn.
Heitzig runs into Froby. Heitzig down the lane. Nice pass to Froby to Garrett. Great pass up and good.
There we go. That's the ball movement we like to see.
There was the great shot right there. 5:15 to go, and the lead is 37. Robinson.
We got to trap that right there. Trap. There we go. Good.
Has to take another timeout. That is another 30s, burned up all of his 30s right now. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Remember, great sponsors have come on board. We have a huge number of sponsors that have come on board for the postseason for both boys and girls, but a lot of them have come on to the girls. The Johnson family. In honor of Keith Johnson, Grandpa Keith, a proud supporter of Lady Railer basketball for over 50 years. And Grandpa Keith, thank you for the cookies. Hey, we got snacks tonight.
Yeah, we did.
More cookies as we go on down the tournament trail.
I'm kind of getting up for Lincoln.
Lincoln Heating and Cooling, 1716 Tremont Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-5385. The Lincoln Banking Center, a division of the First National Bank in Tremont. Your local bank that strives to build relationships is trusted with your community's financial needs. Located at 710 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, visit TremontBank.com to learn more about products and services. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Champaign with the basketball right in front of their own bench. Just over 5 minutes to go here in the third. With the Lincoln lead 55-18. Robinson in a little bit of trouble out front. Out front, gets it to McLeod.
Move our feet.
Hook,
good defense.
Hook, Heitzig, no call. Robinson, 15-footer, tried to bank it home, no good. Froby goes for the rebound.
Good job, Jenna.
Bowman strips it away. Alexander comes out with it to McLeod, 5-footer, got it.
I'm not sure. I think they've stopped calling.
Ahead to Heitzig. Well, sometimes you get a lead like this, and the officials do swallow whistles.
Yeah,
Heitzig, nice back cut to Froby. Layup, got it. 57-20, the Lincoln lead. 4:28 to go. In the backcourt, Champaign still in the backcourt.
Yeah, we got a ball dead. We got a dead ball.
That's got to be a 10-second count.
And he uses another timeout.
Got burned his fourth timeout. That's going to be a full timeout. I'll tell you what. We are going to send it back to the WLCN studios for 60 seconds. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN FM.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
Alzheimer's, it was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Back here at the Robert Frank Athletic Complex, where I've been yelling at the students to get up for Lincoln, and they're doing it.
They're doing it. They listen to Jay.
Lincoln 57, Champaign 20, 4:19 to go here in the third. Been a physical basketball game so far, but the Lincoln girls have scrapped through it. Chloe Froby leads Lincoln with 25. As Champaign inbounds the basketball, they go to Ramshaw.
Cut it off.
Ramshaw quickly up the floor, and they're just plowing into people.
Yep.
She loses the basketball. Froby comes out of there with it to Stolzenberg. Taryn to Froby. Froby, three on the way. No good.
Short.
Rebound. McLeod comes out of there with it. McLeod into the front court.
It's good to see Becca up there at the top of the 1-2-2.
McLeod looking for somebody, nearly threw it away over Robinson's head on the right wing. Robinson.
Good job by Terrence
Nearly picked her
Stolzenberg.
pocket. Robinson up and under.
She traveled.
And what's the call?
Yes.
Traveling. Yep.
I thought she took about 3 steps.
It was. Coach, last possession, I thought Chloe shot it a little bit quick.
Yeah, me too.
Again, the clock right now, Champaign's enemy. When you're up by this much, it becomes essentially a 3-quarter game because that running clock in the 4th quarter is just a killer. Heitzig, Frobe going to drive on Essien. Good kick out, Stolzenberg. Tearing the nice ball fake to Heitzig. Heitzig and Lincoln going to work a little bit here. Out front, Stolzenberg.
Work a little clock.
Stolzenberg, Heitzig, baseline drive. Garrett's back to Becca. Becca into Frobe. Frobe goes up for the shot, up and good. That was a good way to work the basketball.
I've been telling Chloe all season I'd like to see her post up a little bit more. She's a lot stronger than a lot of the guards, and I was glad to see her post up.
Nice ball fake by Chloe, up and under, good. And a good steal by Terrence Stolzenberg. Again, the 1-2-2 proves that it is the defensive choice in Lincoln. And the girls know how to play it, that anticipation of those passes, and Champaign just threw the ball out of bounds.
You can see the frustration now setting into Champaign. They came out after halftime with a little bit of light in their eye, but right now Lincoln keeping the throttle on, and hopefully we'll continue on here.
61-20, the Lincoln lead is 41, 2:55 to go here in the 3rd. Champaign still playing belly-to-belly defense in many cases. Becca breaks it, 15-footer up, no good. Thought she was going to get the roll.
Good job by Piper.
Piper Whiteman tried to get the basketball, scrapped for it under, and lost it out of bounds.
She had good position. I'm not sure what happened there. She just lost her footing, but.
Bloomington quickly the other way. Alexander the other way.
Now, if you're watching, I mean, they're doing the same thing where they're just barreling down that sideline is what they've been trying to do, break our press. We're doing a much better job getting over on the sidelines and not picking up those fouls.
Champaign turns it over. Oh, Heitzig picked it out of the air, up and good.
Good job by Becca.
Becca Heitzig. Give her 10. She's in double figures. Chloe's got 29 right now. Champaign throws it away again.
Yeah. that brought some life back into the student section for a little bit. Yeah, they're still just belly to belly with Chloe.
The students have been absolutely fantastic here tonight. Big student crowd making its way up here. A big Railer adult crowd across the way behind the Lincoln bench. Frobe, great pass, Whiteman. Oh, and Piper couldn't handle the pass, has to kick it back out. Heitzig looking for somebody to Bowman. Bowman, nice pass to Frobe. Frobe tried to go up for the layup. Essien's going to foul her, and Chloe's going to go to the line with 2. With 2:08 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
I think that's going to be Essien's 3rd, I'm pretty sure.
Nevaeh Essien, her 3rd foul. Frobe, free throw line, short on the first one.
This is where we talk about, remember we were talking about the stamina and getting through a 3rd and 4th quarter. Let's see, this is what we need. There we go.
Second one up and good. Give Chloe 30 on the evening. 64-20, the Lincoln lead. Champaign, the basketball. McLeod, 3 on the way. Got it. Addie McLeod can shoot the basketball. That's why she's going to Winthrop. And she nails the 3. 64-23, the Lincoln lead. Minute 53 to go in the 3rd. Frobe going to drive right down the lane. Was fouled by Alexander, stolen by Parastrand, and she's going to come the other way. I remember this girl from the 2 different colored shoes, and she traveled with the basketball. Kennedy Ramshaw back in the basketball game for Champaign.
You can see girls starting to get a little tired, but we need to push through it. So hopefully they let them play that 4th quarter because they really got to play through this.
Bowman in trouble out front, gets it to Heitzig. Heitzig going to go in the lane, 10-foot stop and pop, roll it home. That is Becca's game right there, that little 10, 15-foot jumper. When she stops, you can pretty much put money on it. Jalea Jones throws it to McLeod. McLeod drives in. Hard pass down underneath to Ramshaw. She throws it up, didn't get it. Second shot up, no good.
Good job by Piper.
Whiteman goes to the ground.
I think they're going to get Addie McLeod for a displacement foul there. Yep,
fouls on Addie McLeod. And that is her 2nd.
That was good position by Piper Whiteman and Jenna Bowman, both of them working really hard for those rebounds. it's starting to get a little physical.
Lincoln inbounds. They get it to Bowman. Jenna going to get it to the half-court line. Let's see what she does. Jenna gets it across half-court. Handoff Heitzig. Heitzig going to go in the lane again. Kick out Mia Clark. 3 on the way. Oh, wow. In and out. 54 seconds to go. Champaign quickly the other way. McLeod out front. Jalea Jones. Inside to Essien. Layup time. Got it. Nice pass. Nevaeh Essien makes it 66-25. They get it into Froby. Alexander. They double team Chloe. She gets it to Bowman. To Clark again. To Bowman. A little bit sloppy passing right there.
Yeah, right now it is a little bit.
Heitzig bumped. Bowman. Bowman throws it up. Got hacked. No call. Froby back to Clark. Clark. Froby. Froby.
Set us up. Yeah, let's get into a good offense here.
17 seconds to go here in the third. To Froby. Froby going to go down the lane. Tried to scoop it up. Got her own board up and good. Chloe Froby stuck with it. Give her 32.
Turn around.
Ramshot nearly, and Whiteman takes it away. Whiteman, Froby, 40-footer at the gun. No.
Chloe is telling Piper, don't listen to the student section.
The score at the end of 3 quarters is Lincoln 68, Champaign 25. We're going to send it back to the studio for 60 seconds. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Boy, it is a lot of fun going on here right now. Lincoln to have the basketball to start the fourth quarter, up 68-25, and it'll be a running clock here in the fourth quarter. Froby Whiteman. Whiteman to Bowman. Bowman to Stolzenberg.
Nice pass by
to Garrett's up and good.
Yes. Great pass by Taryn Stolzenberg. Good finish there by TG.
McLeod coming the other way. Jalea Jones stops at the volleyball line, picked up her dribble, gives it to Alexander.
Nice crossover.
Down the lane, up, no good, and foul. It's going to be a 2-shot foul. I think it is Piper Whiteman they nail for the foul. That is her second as the clock continues to run. Well, here is an updated score as Alexander makes the first one. Here is an updated score. We know Rochester won last night. I'm not sure I understand why some of the girls' regional finals were played last night and some being played tonight.
Yeah, I know. I asked my Uncle Don is an AD, used to be for Nashville High School, and he was kind of he thought that some of it was weather related, and because some of them had to, but yeah, he thought that was kind of different too.
Alexander makes the second one, and now Gracie Snyder having a little trouble with the basketball. Champaign now getting very rough. Whiteman, kick out Stolzenberg, 3 on the way, no, high off the iron, Essien the rebound. So here is an updated score at the start of the fourth quarter. Chatham-Glenwood leads Mount Zion by 4, 36-32, and that is who Lincoln will play, the winner of that basketball game, on Tuesday night at the Rochester Athletic Complex as Clark steals the basketball. Bowen ties her up, and the alternating held possession will go to Champaign. So Chatham-Glenwood leads Mount Zion going into the fourth quarter, 36-32.
What about at Mahomet? We're at Mahomet, because that goes into ours too.
No score reported yet between Mahomet Seymour and Normal West. Out front, Essien McLeod. Poncho Moore pretty much has most of his starters still in the basketball game. Clark. McLeod inside McKinley Knapp as Taylor Rohrer has gone to her bench. Again, with a big lead in the running clock. Mia Clark, Gracie Snyder. Snyder, and threw it through McLeod's hands. 5:14 to go in the basketball game. Lincoln leads by 43, 70-27.
Oh, my brother just texted me. He says Muhammad's winning by 30. So.
Essien inside, up and no good.
Good job
Clark
by Mia
rebound.
Clark.
Got inside of Boland and ahead to Snyder. Oh, and McKinley Knapp was not ready for that, and Gracie threw it right behind her. McKinley never saw it coming. Lily Holmes in the basketball game for Piper Whiteman. And again, we cannot stress enough the huge Railer crowd that has shown up here. And folks, we encourage you, more of you, come down to Rochester on Tuesday night as the Lady Railers need your help to win the opening game of the sectional down there. They will play either Chatham, Glenwood, or Mount Zion.
We definitely need all the fans we can get.
Ball stolen away. Lily Holmes falls down. It goes out of bounds. It'll remain Champaign basketball. Halfway through the fourth quarter here at Bloomington. Lincoln looking for their 19th regional championship in the 50-year history of Lady Railer basketball. It'll be the third regional title under Coach Taylor Rohr in 11 seasons. And Kennedy Ramshaw nails the three to make it 70-30.
As they've kept their starters in. Hands all over Mesa. They've got hands all over her.
Ball knocked out of bounds. And it looks like it's going to stay Lincoln basketball. I was watching both of the officials, the in and the out official. Neither one pointed in any direction.
I'm assuming they just gave it to us because
McLeod.
They didn't call a foul.
McLeod steals the basketball, throws it ahead to Essien. Essien throws the layup up, no good. Ball on the floor. Essien scoops it up. Lily Holmes comes out of there with it. Lily quickly up the floor. Looking for somebody, kicks it ahead to Snyder.
Good pass.
Snyder, Clark back out Gracie Snyder. Gracie goes in the lane, good pass, Knapp up and good! 72-30 the Lincoln lead. 3 minutes to go. Essien down the lane, lays it up and is going to get the foul.
Sometimes I think they call these because they just want the clock to run a little bit.
Foul called on Mia Clark. That is her first. Clock continues to run. Lincoln up 72-32. Essien free throw up, no good. Clark gets the rebound. Nice position by Mia Clark. Gracie Snyder as Alexander's all over her, and they're going to call the foul on Braylon Alexander. That is only her first foul, which is impossible to believe. Snyder the basketball. Snyder goes for the layup, didn't get it. McKinley Knapp had a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. Lady Railers just over 2 minutes from a regional championship. We encourage you to stay tuned, folks. Lloyd will turn the camera toward
good defense
the center
there by
circle,
McKinley,
where the Lady Railers will receive a regional championship trophy. Ball knocked out of bounds off of Champaign last. Minute 55 to go. Again, we can't stress enough. A great student crowd here tonight. A great Lincoln crowd. Fill up almost one side of Bloomington's gym and half the other side as Essien knocks it out of bounds. Well, Pancho Moore, even though his girls are down 40, he still got them playing hard. I've got to give him credit for that.
Yeah, he kept the starters in the whole time. I would say a lot of these are seniors, so I guess giving them.
Snyder looking for Knapp. Knapp, good pass to Clark, layup, got it. Good ball movement by the kids. And they really are the kids. This is a freshman and junior dominated team. Abby Boland in the corner. It's all over but the shouting. Addie McLeod again going to Winthrop. Had 32 against Bloomington the other night. She got 10 here tonight. They've done a good job defending her. Boland three on the way. Got it. Nice shot by Boland. And Pancho Moore takes his final timeout. I was presuming to get substitutions in.
I thought so too, or maybe just to give them a round of applause, maybe those seniors. That's kind of what I thought he was going to do, but I'm not sure that's what's happening. But
well, we're going to go ahead and keep it right here.
Yeah. So next week at Rochester, my brother just texted me too. Muhammad scored 56-23 with 2 minutes left to go. That was just a couple minutes ago. And then you said the Chatham Mount Zion game was a 4-point game. Is that?
That is correct.
So.
That is correct. It was 4 points going into the fourth quarter. And they have not updated the score yet.
And Poncho didn't go to his bench.
Nope.
But I'm not sure what's going on here.
56 seconds to go.
Oh, she's got blood on her uniform.
There's something on the floor.
Something on the floor. With 56 seconds left to go here.
Something is on the floor, or something's wrong with the floor. Can't figure it out. It looks like there may be blood on the floor. And it looks like maybe it did come from Addie McLeod. She's looking at her elbow.
Someone quickly there to clean it up correctly and get this game back going.
74-35, the Lincoln lead.
Now, Jay, what'd you have for supper tonight?
Same as you, Chick-fil-A.
You did?
Yes.
Okay, if anybody else...
We probably shouldn't mention that because they're not a sponsor. To heck
you know
with
what?
It.
You're correct. Yeah, maybe. Hey, well, maybe we could, maybe ramp it up. Pick up Chick-fil-A too for Lloyd.
I had the full hot breakfast at the Hampton Inn.
Oh, there we go. That's a good one.
That's what I had. Lloyd's over here looking like Kojak with a Tootsie Pop in his mouth.
From another sponsor.
Yeah. Gracie Snyder in the backcourt. 47 seconds to go. Gracie across the timeline. They're looking inside for McKinley Knapp, and boy, she's battling inside. Alexander comes out of there with it. Here comes Essie in the other way.
Ball
batted away by Mia Clark. Mia Clark ran down the floor, caught her, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Lincoln. Nope, I take that back. It's going to go to Champaign. No, it does go to Lincoln. I'm sorry. We can't see. We can't see. We're on the catwalk here.
And tonight's been kind of a guess. We're not sure. And they're still just...
And what must be a couple thousand people from Lincoln come to their feet as the clock begins to wind down. Essien, 5-footer off the baseline, scores 74-37. Holmes in the backcourt.
Just
4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Clock going to run out. And there it is, a regional championship for Lincoln High School as the Lady Railers win this one 74-37. We will keep it right here as the two teams exchange handshakes in the handshake lines. We will be joined by Taylor Rohr. We'll probably have a little bit of an extended postgame considering the regional championship ceremony or presentation that is about to happen. We'll try and turn up our third mic, and maybe you folks can hear the PA.
Yeah, there we go. I'll try
kind of garbled.
Here, I'll kind of set it over there like that. Oh, I got Lynn down there taking pictures. I should have.
Bloomington High's athletic director out at center court, ready to make the presentation, and round of applause for the effort from the Champaign Central team. And there come your Lady Railer captains to receive the regional championship plaque. And the Lady Railers go crazy at half court here at Bloomington, and the crowd goes nuts as well.
They really do. What a great following.
Going underneath the north basket for a team photo.
And Lynn Paulus, right out there, she has captured these type of moments and memories for these girls and parents forever, and lots of people in the community. So.
The Lady Railers, again, a junior and freshman dominated team, pick up a regional championship. You know, Coach, we were talking last night with Coach Al that and we'll look back on this next year when they're seniors, but the girls have been as affected as the boys have been by everything that has gone on with COVID and the interruptions to season. These girls came into that as freshmen, had a freshman season that was cut short by COVID and had COVID kind of hanging over them last year.
Yep.
And now this year is probably the first year that the girls have been back to somewhat normal.
Without mask. If you remember last year, we were still playing with masks on. So this is our first season without mask. And I think we were one game shy of a full schedule, which over the last couple years has been not the case. As you know, over the years you've had to cancel because of COVID. First their freshman year. Same thing, only half a season. So I think their crowd, the kids want to come in with them. So I want to get this kind of on video too when they get some of their.
Oh, and here is an update from Decatur Eisenhower. Are you ready for this one?
I am.
3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Mount Zion has taken the lead, 46-39.
Wow. Okay. All right. I'm thinking these kids want to come out there with them, so I'm trying to get.
So that's going to be.
There they go. They want the kids to come out there with them.
That's going to be quite a sectional tournament down at Rochester.
I don't think I think the kids were wanting to come out. There we go. I was hoping the kids were going to come in a picture with them.
Coach Al standing over by what was the Champaign bench near the hash mark. Happy athletic director, we know. As the girls get a regional championship, and they will play Tuesday night in the sectional down at what they call the RAC, the Rochester Athletic Complex. It is a newer multi-purpose facility on the campus of Rochester High School. That will be a 6 p.m. game. A 6 p.m. game down at Rochester. It's a doubleheader. The Rochester and what we think Mahomet Seymour game will be immediately thereafter at 7:30. So if you're going to go, we would encourage that you get there early, get your seats, because I anticipate there'll be a big crowd down there. Rochester will have a lot of people coming for their game against Mahomet Seymour. Mahomet Seymour will have a pretty good following themselves.
And so will Mount Zion.
Mount Zion. That's correct. Yes, everybody's going to have a good following. So we need as many of you to get in there and squeeze out the other people as you can.
Right.
If you can't make it, we'll have it for you right here on WLCN FM 96.3. It's going to be a busy week for Lloyd, Scott, Josh, and myself as the boys play on Wednesday night over at Champaign. Their regional contest is also a 6 p.m. start as a doubleheader over there. And as Coach Al told us, that game is going to be in the new gym over at Champaign High School. We don't know where that is, but it is not in the old Combs Gymnasium.
This is a tradition for these girls. After every chance, look, she's squatted down. She knows what she's got to do.
The sectional championship will be played on Thursday night, I believe, at 7:30 at Rochester, and then the regional championship will be 7. Thank you very much. 7 at Rochester, and then the regional championship is Friday night at 7 p.m. in Champaign. Thank you for correcting me, Dr. Kirk.
Oh, goodness. This is exciting.
I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and send it back to the WLCN studios for a 2-minute timeout as Taylor Rohrer collects herself down below as we wait for her to come up on the postgame show. When we come back, we'll get Coach Froby to have the scoring for you. You're listening to Lady Raider Basketball on WLCN FM 96.3. Back here at Champaign, where the Lincoln girls won big tonight over Champaign, the 19th regional championship in 50-year history of this program, the third under Coach Taylor Rohrer in her 11 seasons, and she has joined us on the post game with her traditional bottle of Gatorade. You know, Coach Al broke tradition last night. He came up with a regular Coke, but you've kept a Gatorade. Hey, don't you mess with a streak. So don't, you know what I'm talking about too. Don't mess with a streak. Congratulations on the victory. That was a very physical basketball game, but I expected it would be. Did you?
Absolutely. I mean, that's not a bad team, and they play really hard. We sat here, we watched them play after our last game, and it was an extremely physical game between Central and Bloomington. We knew it would be. We anticipated they'd come out in a box and one on us because they did that to us in the third quarter the last time we saw them. I thought that the girls handled it really well. You know, we kind of told the rest of the team, like, if they go a box and one, you should take offense to that, because the rest of our team is very skilled basketball players, and I think that, you know, they took that to heart and they went out and played, and he had to come out of it, and so that was good.
You know, in 50 plus years of watching basketball, I've rarely seen that strategy work. Rarely has it worked. You concentrate so much on one player. You can't play defense 5-on-1. It doesn't work that way. It's 5-on-5, and you've got to be cognizant that there are other players on the floor.
Yeah.
And if they move the ball well enough, they're going to beat you.
Right, and good players too.
Yes. Yes. So, kind of any thoughts now on winning a regional championship? A sigh of relief that you won the regional, or just, hey, this is step one?
I think that it's awesome we won the regional. The girls worked hard. They deserve it. Step one, for sure. But a huge accomplishment. And, you know, these kids, they're so, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, no emotion, right? Like, you never see any emotion. We beat Peoria. We break a huge, you know, record. No emotion. And it was fun to see them, you know, get kind of hyped after they won and, you know, smiling, cheering. But they know too. They know this is step one, and if anything, this is just a motivator. You know, this is a confidence builder. Okay, we won the regional, boost our confidence a little bit going into the sectional, and the kids played really hard.
We have not had, let me see if I can get an updated score.
Yeah, it looks like Mount Zion just pulled ahead.
The last score that we had was that Chatham actually was leading at the end of 3 against Mount Zion, and Mount Zion, they're still showing up 7 with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter over there. So Mount Zion had taken the lead from Chatham. Okay. That may be, I thought they probably would be your opponent in the next game.
I mean, the last time Mount Zion and Glenwood matched up, Mount Zion beat them. I figured it would probably be a good game. Sounds like it has been. I'm going to assume Muhammad won.
Muhammad won by 30.
Okay.
So, yep.
Yeah.
So it looks like that, you know, that's going to be a kind of a loaded sectional, because you're going to have a good Muhammad team trying to beat Rochester on their home floor. You're going to face a good Mount Zion team that you've already beaten during the season in Denver Anderson.
Right.
So there's going to be 2 pretty good sectional games down there at Rochester.
Absolutely. I think that the sectional's tough. I mean, it's supposed to be tough. It's a sectional. You know, we keep telling our kids every game gets tougher and tougher. So we need to stay focused, stay prepared, and come in ready to play. You know, I watched Rochester play the other night, and they look good. So, you know, there is no easy game from, you know, here on out. Like, every game is going to get tougher. Were you and Coach Farmer cognizant of the crowd, because they started coming in right as we did at 6 o'clock? There were a ton of people here very early, and Lincoln filled up, well, one side of the gym and the bottom part of the other side of the gym. You had the heck of a support tonight. Absolutely. I think that Railer Nation is just really incredible. I mean, they support their sports. They support the kids in the town. I mean, it's really fun. I thought that we might have a little bit of a crowd. I knew a couple of my friends were coming, a few different things I'd seen on Facebook, but it was really incredible that so many people traveled up here for the regional to support these young ladies, and I'm very grateful for that. I think it gave us a energy, a momentum, and I hope they keep coming. She and I probably watched the game a little bit differently than most people do, and we talked about this on the broadcast. The first quarter, your ball movement, and you were getting great shots with your ball movement. The second quarter, it appeared we were rushing shots a little bit, not maybe taking a little extra time
it looked like quick shots. Did you get that sense that maybe some of the shots came a little bit quick?
Like they were controlling the tempo.
Yes, like
they were dictating the tempo. We were not.
They picked the pressure up. They went man on us, and I think my kids can handle it, but it took a little bit of adjusting. We really worked on the box and one because we knew we were going to be seeing that. We really haven't seen it this year, and so we spent a lot of time focusing on that. So it's just kind of like, a quick little practice of running our man offense with everybody because we really haven't done that as much as we normally do because we knew they'd go box and one, and we wanted to be prepared for that. We wanted them to have to come out of it so we could go to our bread and butter, which is our man-to-man offense.
Chloe Froby with another outstanding game. There was a point during the second quarter she just kind of took things over. That was probably number 4, Braylon Alexander, probably played her as hard physically as I've seen anybody all year. Basically on her like flypaper most of the evening.
Right. I did ask for a couple of fouls because I felt like we were getting, called on that same call. And that's fine. If we're, leaning on somebody, then call us on it. But I was kind of thinking maybe Chloe should have gotten a couple of those calls too. But you know what? Chloe is just such a classy player, and she just handled it so well. And she's such a great ball handler. I think it's hard for anybody to defend her when you have ball handling skills and court sense like she does. She finds the open man, she creates plays, and that's what a player like her does. They lead their team, and she did that tonight.
Sorry. I was just saying what I liked. I got to be honest. I saw she actually posted up.
She did.
And we've been talking about that all year. Is a lot of times she is much bigger than the guards that are guarding her. And she used that strength, I think, tonight when they went box and one. I think in the second quarter she realized that, and she used her body a little bit more than I've seen her use it all year. And she used that to her advantage in that second quarter.
Not that the team wasn't good when Becca was out, but it is just amazing to me, even though she doesn't have the accolades for scoring, but what Becca does on the floor is so important to this basketball team. Absolutely. And makes you that much better. I mean, it is incredible the difference that she makes on the floor.
Absolutely. I mean, Becca's an incredible athlete, and her and Chloe play really well together, and they really, they lead this team. That's why they're our captains, and Becca does a great job when Chloe's getting really overplayed of one, getting the ball to her back door, but also creating plays for her other teammates. And she, Becca believes in her teammates just the same way as Chloe does. They know the supporting cast they have around them and how talented they are. They sometimes get overlooked, but Tori, Piper, Taryn, Jenna, they all do their role, and they do it so well that's why we're hard to guard a lot of nights.
Your bench, Mia Clark came off the bench early because of some foul trouble.
Right.
And I thought she gave you some excellent minutes there in the second quarter when you had to go to your bench. In a physical basketball game, she got right in there. In fact, I can't say that any one of the girls wasn't out there scrapping. Jenna Bowman ripped the ball out of her hands a couple of times. So did Taryn Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg's out there ripping the ball out of people's hands. And I thought Taryn did an excellent job on the press. She, a number of times, got her hands on passes anticipating that cross-court diagonal pass.
Absolutely. She's a great defender. I think she reads it really well. She's quick. She does a good job of cutting off the sideline, but she does a good job of guarding middle. And I think that's a credit to her, asking a lot of questions in practice, like, how do you want me to do this? How do you want me to do that? She's a learner. She wants to know, and she's so intelligent that she's just able to take what we teach her and incorporate it into the game right away.
So we're still looking. I was looking to see if they've updated the score, and they have not yet. It's still showing at 46-39 with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. If you were to play Mount Zion, it's a team you've already beaten during the season. Is there much they can do different against you? I mean, I guess I could throw anything they wanted to at you, but really, is there much they can do different against you that they haven't already done?
I think so. I think that's a talented team, especially with a player like Denver who can create plays and is a really good shooter. It's just, we're going to prepare for them, and kind of anticipate what we think they might do based off of what we've seen from previous games that they've played. The last time we played them, they didn't have their inside game, so that could change things, coming into, Tuesday's game if they were to win. They're not a bad ball club. They're good, and they have good players, and so we're going to prepare to the best of our ability for them. I think that anybody could throw anything at us. Muhammad threw something different at us, and your job as a coach is to help your kids to adjust to what is being thrown at them.
But at some point, I mean, we've talked about this in the past that, teams, when they're desperate, they may throw anything at you. But sometimes you can mess things up even further by throwing something out there that the kids haven't done or you really haven't worked on at this point in time.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, that's definitely a possibility, and that's, whoever's coaching against us, that's their call as a coach, and we have to do our best to help our girls handle whether we're being thrown a box and 1, a triangle and 2, man, pack line man, whatever it is, we just need to be ready for it.
Well, congratulations on the regional championship. It's wonderful to have seen these girls get to this point and be 32-0. You've been blowing teams out by, you've got an average winning margin of 40 points a game. What we really haven't seen yet, or at least in the games we've done, we have not seen anybody hold the ball on you yet.
True. That's all right. We got something for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but we haven't seen it.
I'm not worried about it.
And honestly, that's what I'm thinking. Somebody might try it. I think somebody might try it at some point. But
that's okay. They can play man. The girls can play man.
You can shoot yourself in the foot doing that too.
Yep. If you play not to lose instead of playing to win, it's not a good way to attack a game. Right. So, and any team that holds the ball is playing not to lose, and that may work for a few minutes, but I don't think with these girls, and especially I think a lot of times you don't have 3 guards that can actually make the passes and handle the pressure, and so I dare any team to try something like that.
All right, you've got a group of girls. This is a freshman and junior dominated team, but you've got a group of girls out here that went through a sectional last year. Right. How much does that help you in the sectional this year?
Well, I think it's important when you have experience. We kind of talked about that last time. Like, it's always important for your kids to have some experience. It was really great for those freshmen to get on the floor in a regional championship tonight. They have experience now. So 2 years from now, when they're at the starting 5, they've done it already. They've already played in a regional championship. They've got experience. It's going to be the same thing going into Tuesday's game. These kids have experience. They led us to a victory over MacArthur in the first game of sectionals last year. Becca and Chloe were the leading scorers as sophomores in that game. So I think that having experience in big games is always important.
Thanks for coming up and joining us. We're going to let you head back downstairs. Go ahead.
I'm supposed to tell you, if you want to come to the game on Tuesday, that you can buy tickets at the door, but if you want to avoid that hassle, you can go online. They're going to be posted all over, like, social media. Coach Al said it'll also be on the 8 to 18. It's called GoFan, and you can buy tickets there. And so I was supposed to let everybody know.
It's a good thing you brought that up, because we were telling people that's a double header. Rochester's at home. Mahomet will have a following. Mount Zion will have a following. And if our crowd shows up like this tonight, there's not going to be any room for anybody to sit down at the rack.
Right. So I do advise, pre-purchasing your tickets. GoFan. It will be on our 8 to 18. I doubt it's on there quite yet, because we just won and Coach Al was here, so he probably has to get home to do that. But I think that we're going to try to get it out on social media as soon as we get the links for it. So keep your eyes open on the different Railer pages that you may follow.
Yeah, I know that on Facebook there's one, We Are Railer Nation, and there's a couple other ones, and Lloyd may try and get it up on our Twitter or Facebook page too once we know what the details are. But you're right, everybody you want to follow this team, well, you're going to have to get yourself a ticket and get down there early to get yourself a seat, because the Rochester and Mahomet folks were going to be coming in probably about halftime of our game.
Yes.
So congratulations on the regional championship tonight. It's going to be a heck of a bus trip home.
Feels good. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Coach. Thanks for joining us on the post-game show. Well, have you got scoring for the folks who are listening?
I do. And then I think we all are supposed to get down there and get some pictures. Lynn Paulus. I've got Champaign Central. Abby Bolin with 3. Amina Robinson 2. Addie McLeod with 10. Navina Ession with 8. Braylon Alexander 4. And Kennedy Ramshaw 10. And for your Lincoln Lady Railers, Piper Whiteman with 7. McKinley Knapp 2. Mia Clark 2. Taryn Stolzenberg 5. Tori Garrett's 10. Jenna Bowman 5. Becca Heitzig 12. And leading the way was Chloe Froby with 32.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts?
I don't know. My head's going all over the place. I've got. You know what? There's not. They kind of go in and out sometimes. So I'm just so excited for these girls. Like I said before, anytime that you've seen how much work that people put in and these kids have put in the work. Many times in the summer they were at basketball tournaments all through June, July. They were putting in the work, and to see it paying off and to see the respect and the accolades that this team is getting it makes me so proud. So
glad to see Donnie Bowman out there on the floor with everybody, and we know Donnie put in a lot of hours coaching these kids.
Yes.
Trying to get them in their development the last couple of years. Yes. And can't talk enough about the development work that Coach Corey Farmer has done with the underclassmen either.
Right. Now he's been with these girls since they were small too. So he's put in the hours, and Coach Finley and Coach Fallon have been right there beside him, and they've grown up in the gym. So it's a great basketball family and a great basketball program and a great basketball community and Lincoln is awesome with following these girls.
It was a quick game. It's 8:32 here in Bloomington. We anticipate that the team will probably be leaving here in the next 15 or 20 minutes. Are they going to stop and eat anywhere, or are they going right back home?
I have no idea.
So that white Lincoln Rail Splitter bus will be headed back into town. We presume it'll exit at the 133.
You want to get some honks.
If you want to sit out there or follow the caravan back into town, you're more than welcome to. No rally out at the high school, but I'm sure the girls would be surprised and excited to see some support, some honking horns as they come back into town after winning a regional title here at Bloomington. Well, that's going to wrap things up for us here in Bloomington. For Coach Carrie Frobe, for Lloyd Kirby, our marketing manager and on-site engineer and producer, for Joe Lee Lurcher back at the studio. Our studio producer does an excellent job. For station manager Jim Ash. On behalf of our sponsors, we want to thank each and every one. You have no idea how many sponsors have come on board, especially the Lady Railer alums that have come on board. 56 strong to help sponsor games here in the postseason. We're going to take them all the way to Redbird Arena, so patronize those sponsors. Call them up. Diana Johnson Hightower has been calling them from Texas to thank each and every one of our sponsors. Thank those people for sponsoring Lady Railer basketball. Tell them you heard about them here on WLCN-FM. The next Lady Railer broadcast will be Tuesday night. It'll be a 6 p.m. tip-off. We'll be on the air probably about 5:40. Technology permitting, from the rack down at Rochester as the Lady Railers take on, we think it's going to be Mount Zion. Still trying to get a final score on the IHSA website. They're still showing it. They haven't updated it in several minutes. Now it's updated. Mount Zion beats Chatham-Glenwood 48-44 tonight.
Oh, wow.
So it was a close game.
Yeah.
Thought it might be. Denver Anderson with 26 points for Mount Zion. She is Mount Zion's big gun. It'll be Mount Zion against Lincoln at the rack for the opening game of the sectional Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Again, we'll be on the air about 5:40. If you're going to go, try and get those tickets in advance. Look on the social media, Facebook, Twitter sites. Lloyd will try and get that information out on our social media pages as well. Get those tickets early, get down there early. It'll be a doubleheader. Lincoln Mount Zion the first game, and Rochester Muhammad Seymour in the second game. Then the boys are going to play Wednesday night here on WLCN against the Rantoul Danville winner. That will be played tomorrow afternoon. Rantoul and Danville in the opening game of the Champaign Regional. That game will be over at Champaign Central High School in their new gym at 6 p.m. We'll be on the air probably about 5:30 from Champaign. And the girls sectional final will be played on Thursday night down at the rack at Rochester, and that will be a 7 p.m. start. The boys regional final will be played on Friday night from Champaign Central High School at 7 p.m. So for everybody, we want to wish you a pleasant good evening. Happy crowd going home from Lincoln. Lincoln wins at 74-37 over Champaign Central, capture their 19th regional title, third under Taylor Rohr. This is Jay Harden saying good night and thanks for listening.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer postseason basketball. WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball is brought to you by Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out merealty.com. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. The Comfort Inn and Suites near Route 66, providing you with relaxing accommodations and essential travel amenities you need. The Lincoln DARE program, Dare to Resist Drugs and Violence. The Lincoln Hampton Inn. You'll love all the luxury and amenities the Hampton Inn has to offer, including a delicious full hot breakfast, indoor heated pool, and whirlpool along with competitive rates. James Siddons, a proud supporter and fan of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Blades Hair and Nail Salon, located at 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln, offering salon services for hair, skincare, waxing, nails, lashes, and brows. Go online to bladeshairandnailsalon.com or call 217-732-7213. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road, west of Culver's. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. The Lincoln Memorial Hospital Community Health Collaborative, improving the health of the people and communities it serves through offerings such as the LMH Trailblazers Walking Program on Wednesdays and the 8th Annual LMH Market, opening May 20th. Moriarty Insurance Services, your local, family-owned independent insurance agency for over 50 years. Located at 617 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, contact Kyle or Lindsay about 4% guaranteed interest for 6 years. Phone 217-732-7341. Gator Logistic Materials. Don't waste your time and money dealing with brokers and distributors for your company's packaging and shipping supplies. Chomp through the red tape and buy directly from manufacturers right here in Illinois. Buy from Gator. Reach out at gatorlm.com for more information and a quote. Jim and Barb Cheney, longtime fans of Lady Railer basketball. Tartar Brothers Mechanical at 602 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln and online at tartarbrothers.com. Holmes Farms, growing for the future. Learn more at facebook.com/holmesfarms or call 217-306-4785. The Johnson Family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball for 50 years. Lincoln Heating and Cooling, 1716 Tremont Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-5835. The Lincoln Banking Center, a division of the First National Bank in Tremont, your local bank that strives to build relationships and is trusted with your community's financial needs. Located at 710 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Visit TremontBank.com to learn more about products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Bees Landscaping, for all your outdoor landscaping projects and needs. Located at 1302 State Route 10 East in Lincoln, across from Lincoln Christian University. Call 217-732-4300. Tracy Welch, Mayor, City of Lincoln. LCHS Lady Railer Alumni. Lincoln Lady Railer basketball, a proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer postseason basketball. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.